2 years later, the door opens. The man who walks out of that cell is barely recognizable, emaciated, gray skin stretched over bone, hair gone white at the temples, teeth loosened by malnutrition. He squints at sunlight as if seeing it for the first time. But his eyes are still sharp, still calculating, still alive. Dega is waiting for him. The two men embrace without speaking. There are no words for what Papillon just survived. Papillon recovers and plans again. This time, the escape is more ambitious. He and a small group push into the deep jungle, further than most people dare to go. The jungle is brutal. Insects, disease, exhaustion, wrong turns. Men in his group start to crack. But then, something extraordinary happens. They find a tribe, an indigenous community deep in the rainforest, untouched by the outside world. These people have never seen European prisoners. They study Papillon with curiosity, not hostility. The tribe welcomes them, gives them food, shelter, peace. Papillon spends weeks here, maybe the most human weeks he's had since Paris. He learns their rhythms. He sits by the water at night, watching the sky, breathing air that has no chains in it. For a short, perfect moment, he is not an escaped prisoner. He is just a man, alive, free, present. But he cannot stay forever. He has to keep moving, has to get to the coast, has to find a boat. From the tribe, the group moves toward a missionary settlement near the coast. It seems like safety. It is not. The missionaries report them. Local authorities move in. Papillon is caught, again. This time, the tribunal is not lenient. 5 years. Solitary confinement. 5 years. Let that number settle in your mind for a moment. 5 years of near darkness. 5 years of silence. 5 years of existing in a space smaller than most people's bathrooms. Most people, psychiatrists will tell you, most people are permanently damaged by solitary confinement after just a few weeks. The mind begins to disintegrate. The self begins to dissolve. Papillon endures it for 5 years. How? By refusing to let his mind go idle. He talks to himself, tells himself stories, replays memories of Paris, the smell of bread in the morning, the sound of rain on cobblestones, the faces of people he loved. He does push-ups in the dark. He counts, he plans, he imagines every detail of his next escape. He keeps his identity alive by sheer force of will. Through all of this, Dega never abandons him. As much as the system allows, Dega sends messages, smuggles small extras of food through bribes, keeps the thread of their friendship taut across the years. These are two men who should not be friends, a street criminal and a white-collar forger, and yet their bond is one of the most genuine in the story. When the 5 years finally end, Papillon emerges even more hollowed out than before, but still standing. The authorities make a decision. He is too dangerous, too determined for the mainland camp. They are sending him somewhere he absolutely cannot escape from. Devil's Island, the end-stage prison. A rocky outcrop surrounded by a sea so violent that generations of prisoners had watched it and simply accepted, "This is where I die." Devil's Island is almost peaceful in a terrible way. The guards are more relaxed here because they don't need to be strict. The ocean is the prison. Older convicts have made a kind of gray, hopeless life for themselves. They grow small gardens, cook simple meals, move slowly through the days with the quiet acceptance of men who have stopped wanting anything. Dega is there too now. He has aged enormously. His health is fragile. He has made peace in his own way with never leaving. He looks at Papillon one evening and says gently, without cruelty, "Henri, we're old men. This is where it ends. Let it end quietly." Papillon looks at the ocean. He doesn't answer.